The West Virginia men's basketball team had very little trouble today in a 78-53 win. What did that look like? How did they perform and who performed well? Well, we're going to get to that right after this word from my sponsor. Today's video is brought to you by Magic Shine Auto Spa and Tint in Morgantown, West Virginia. At Magic Shine, your vehicle's care is their top priority. They use only the highest quality products to ensure your car not only looks its best, but is also protected and maintained with the utmost care. From window tinting with top-of-the-line Max Pro tint to protective ceramic coatings to Diamond Protect, they've got you covered. Drive in today and experience the difference of Magic Shine Auto Spa and Tint, where your car shines like new. Shine on, Morgantown. What is up, guys? Welcome in. My name is Mountaineer Paul. This is another edition of Hoops from the Hills. Can't thank you enough for being here. You guys are the shiz. Though West Virginia Mountaineers had no time dispatching Zalgiris today, however you say that name. They played well, man. If you haven't checked it out yet, Monty Hansberry had a great game, 14 points, 10 rebounds. That was as they headed into the fourth. WVU was up 73-29 at one point, guys. This was a dominating performance at the half. Javon Small had 9 points, and Monty had 8. Sincere had 7. JP had 6. Eduardo had 6. Tucker had 4. Toby had 4. Opry had 4 too. A couple thoughts on that, really. Tucker is probably being limited heavily, I would imagine. Not going to be playing a lot of minutes, No need for him to get injured while they're in Italy. That's for damn sure. So here are some pictures from the game. This is on West Virginia men's basketball X account. There's them tipping it off. Hansberry winning the tip. Now, guys, I sent a message to Tucker and asked him, hey, what's the comp on this, man, like level of talent-wise? Because I truly don't really know. These guys could be pro level. They could be – I doubt they're pro level. I mean, are they even close to – are they like high school? Or are they closer to lower-level college? I figured he'd be a good person to ask me, and that he played at Drake and probably played against some bad teams while he was there. This team's obviously not very good that they just played 78-53 the final. They played their and here's the X account for them. They got 106,000 followers. So it's not like this is a pro Lithuanian team who has a lot of really good ball. So Zalgiris youth lost a friendly game in Italy. They're calling them the youth, and these guys look young. I'm not going to lie. So they looks like they placed 5th in the under-18 Eurobasket. Don't know what that means either, to be honest. But here's what we just found out. These guys are all under 18. So probably not going to place a lot of stock into this, although these kids are being bred to play pro ball right away, most of them, right? I mean, look at, this is great experience for them playing against this competition this good early on, no doubt. Hell, maybe Darren DeVries and crew will see somebody that they would like to recruit on these rosters. I have no clue. Very interesting, man. This fascinates me how this works and why we can do it in basketball, but we can't in football. Basically, these friendlies, these exhibition games. You know how much better for football would be if we could just get one exhibition against a lower level squad. It'd be good for both teams on that front. I told Mike Osti I would read his article on the game and the stats, so let's do that really quick. All right, there we go. That's the one I told him I would read. All right, so let me share that screen for you really quick, guys, and then I'll get to some comments. All right. Individual team stats for West Virginia in Game 1 of the foreign tour. West Virginia basketball is on a foreign trip to Italy this week, and they played their first game versus BC Zalgiris Kaunas on Saturday. The Mountaineers won 78-53 and have 2 more games remaining during their trip. There was not a way to stream the game, so let's take a look at the individual and team stats provided by WVU. Monty Hansberry, 14, 10, and 3 blocks. Eduardo Andre had 12, 4, and 3 blocks. Sincere Harris had 11, 2 for 2 from three-point land. That's huge. Oh, that's huge, guys. If Sincere Harris, and look, I've watched some of his tape since he's been in practice. If Sincere Harris can improve his outside game, the sky's the limit for him. He'll be the most improved player on the team. If he can really consistently hit outside shots, and he knows that. He knew that coming in. Look out, because that kid is insanely talented in every other aspect on defense. He's able to finish really well. He can truly, really, man, what an incredible. That's really heartwarming to see that he was 2 for 2. I don't want to overreact to it, but he's the kind of player that, man, if he's 3-level scorer, you're talking about an all Big 12 caliber player. He could end up being one of the 2 or 3 best players in this team pretty quick, if that's the case. I'm really high on him, though. Not everybody is as high as me. Javon Small, 9 points and 4 steals, but he only played at the half, basically. Jonathan Powell had 8 points and 2 3-point field goals. Look at that, guys. The young guys are splashing. Toby O'Connie had 7 points. Tucker DeVries had 7 points. Jaden Stone had 5 points. Ofri Neve, 3 points. And Jake Auer had 2 points. These last 2 guys here, in Ofri and Jake, I don't think will play a ton. But maybe they will as the season gets underway. And Darren gets a little more acclimated to Ofri. Man, and then we've heard in practice, guys, that Powell and who was the other one? The two youngsters. See, Harris, Powell. Well, okay, so I thought there was another freshman on the team. So am I missing somebody here? 1, 2, 3. Obviously, I realize one of those guys is hurt. I guess not, but Jonathan Powell is going to be big. If he can hit threes off the bench, that's going to make him really valuable. And definitely if Sincere Harris can. We know Javon Small can. We know Hansberry probably can. From what I've heard, he's really expanded his game out. We know Tucker's the best three-point shooter on the team. Jaden Stone is in that conversation, though. Really, really, really good player as well. All right, let's get to a few comments here and see what's going on. Thank you guys for joining in. All right, Jacob Yoho, thank you, sir, for coming in. Todd Strickland, Silver 8 Tundra, a.k.a. Silver 8 Tundra. Anxious to see this team play. Yeah, me too. What I heard, they only shot 42%. Well, that's not terrible in basketball, Jacob. Sorry, I once again thought I already had this off. It's their first game together. Look, 42%. They shoot a lot of threes, just keep in mind, Jacob. Darren DeVries is not what he and Bob Huggins play offense literally the polar opposite on most of each other. He plays a 5-out offense. Even the big is outside the 3-point line, and they use the big to make a lot of passes from the high post as well. But there's a lot of 3-point shots or backdoor layups going on here. This is more of a beeline offense than it is a Huggs offense. There's great spacing. Huggs not that he didn't care about spacing, but it wasn't as good or important as the Darren DeVries offense is going to be. So 42%, while it's not blowing your doors off, considering they shoot a lot of more outside shots, it's okay. It's going to get better, man. It's the first game together, But, I mean, basically they were playing a try-hard under-18 team. And I don't mean that negatively. I just mean that the under-18 team probably had something to prove and probably were really, really pesky at first too. I mean, it's probably some of the best Lithuania has to offer coming up. West Virginia, if you put the best USA under-18 team on the court, we might lose to them, So we've got that much talent. Awesome news, BB. Brody Boyer. Heard they were comped to a mid-level D3 team. Not sure how accurate, just something I heard. Well, I did text Tucker about that. And he may not say, he may not want me to stop texting him for all I know. He's never said that, but yes, they went 14 for 20 in a bottom league in Lithuania. Don't overreact, guys. Don't overreact. Tosh Miller, hope to get to see some film of them playing. I would say they were probably going about half speed, 3/4 speed. If you know you're going up against inferior competition, and I'm sure they did, they went through it probably half, 3/4 speed. They're not trying to get anybody injured doing this. This is all about repetitions. I'll find out more as I'll get a hold of Toby and Tucker, but evidenced by the backups played the entire second half, guys, and they're only, most of them, 2 or 3 of them are only a year or so older than those kids they were playing. So I'm not trying to make light. I realize, that there are a few concerns with this team, but let's listen. I've seen Huggs teams play even worse in Italy before, so it's like a spring game, right? You can draw some conclusions from it, but you can't place any stock in it, bad or good. A couple years ago, JT Daniels looked really good in the spring game, right? And that didn't really play out on the field as much because when live bullets were flying and people were shooting in at him, he had no mobility. And we didn't have any good, really elite receivers. We had good receivers, but not elite. So, not from 3. This is a 3-point shooting team, man. It's going to be. So, yeah, KJ Tenner. I didn't see his name on there, did you? That's what I was looking for. I knew I was missing somebody. I'll be damned. I've got his number too. I'll text him. Let me text him. See why he didn't play. If he'll answer. Maybe it's, who knows why. You never know why something. Okay. Oh, searching my messages. Okay. Oh, I'm on the wrong account. That would help, wouldn't it? All right. All right, I'm shooting him a message now. All right. Let's see what he says. All right. So I'm going to go read the other article from Osty because it breaks down the game a little bit more. Maybe it'll say in there why KJ didn't play. I knew I was missing somebody. Dang, man. He's like the main person I wanted to see. You know, that's the person I wanted to hear about the most because based on what we've heard. Okay, so and I'll play the clip by Darren DeVries as well. West Virginia defeated BC Zalgiris Kunis by a final score of 78-53 earlier this afternoon. Keep in mind, they were up by 50 points, I think, at one point in this game. But while the first quarter was close with the score showing 18-15 after one, the Mountaineers found the stride of the second quarter. There, they outscored Zalgiris 28-10 to go into halftime, up 46-25. Monty Hansberry achieved a double-double by the end of the third quarter with 14 and 10 points and 10 rebounds entering the fourth. At the end of three, yeah. So at the end of the third quarter, they led their 73-29, y'all. You know what I mean? It's not like they struggled in any way here. I mean, the Mountaineers let off the gas in the fourth quarter, but still won by a 25-point margin. Coach Darren DeVries summarized the matchup in some post-game comments he posted to social media. So
it was great for us to get out.
Turn that up.
Out and play somebody else. It was great for us to get out and play somebody else. It's been a good summer, but I know our guys were excited to get out there and play together. And we got off to a little bit of a slow start as we expected, just with the travel and things. But I thought the second quarter and the third quarter, our guys, I thought we played really well. We got the ball moving. Our defensive intensity really picked up. Had some really good ball movement as well. So I think we got up. I think it was 72 to 29, and then we're able to kind of pull all the top 6, 7, 8 guys out, and able to get a lot of guys minutes there to finish the fourth quarter and play that whole stretch there with everybody on the bench. So all around, it was great. Got a lot of guys got good minutes, got good time, got good experience, and very happy with the way we came out and approached it.
Oh, meant to see if there's anything left in the article there. I clicked on the wrong one again, didn't I? Let's see. Nope, that's the right one. Nope. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get right here. That's the individual stats one. There it is. All right. Let's see if anything says anything about tenor. All around. So that's that. Starting five consisted of Javon Small, Jaden Stone, Toby O'Connie, Tucker DeVries, and Monty Hansberry. The rest of the foreign tour schedule is listed below. So the August 6th versus Orange 1 Bassano in Florence, Italy. And the 8th is versus Stella EBK, #EBK in Rome. So that might be the big one. I don't know. There was not a way to stream the game, but the program did open practice to the media a couple weeks ago. Click here to watch clips from that day. Pretty smart, Mike Osteen, but we're not doing that right now. So let's look up these teams here really quick, huh? See what they're all about. Orange 1 Bassano. Copy and paste that into here and see what comes up. Okay, so I found them. And then let me get the other one copied and pasted so I've got it. Stella EBK. All right, sharing screen one more time. All right, so this is the next opponent. Orange 1 Basketball official account. Let's see if it says anything about them. 2024 class, Timothy Von Der Knapp is committed to Bradley. So they've got a player that went to Bradley. That's D1 talent there. So automatically, just based off him alone, you would think this team is going to be better than what they just played, especially if it's like a D3 comp, right? I wonder if we can snatch him away. If he's good enough, maybe Darren DeBreeze will snag him. Well, maybe he can do some recruiting while he's out here. All right. So they just beat CV San Isidro, Orange One International, 99-59. So they're much better, apparently. Much better team. Pretty cool. I like how this all works. I can't really read much of it. All right. I guess this must be highlights of them. Yeah, much more athletic looking team here. So that's them. And then what's this team all about? Okay, here we go. Then they have hardly no. Federico Calvarese is the team manager. First team assistant coach, under 19 assistant coach, and mental skills coach Giorgio Donati. So they're just putting their staff together. Oh, that's cool. They do a little. That's pretty cool. All right, so I love Italians, man. They're always so expressive. All right, so I'm not gonna, I mean, this one's not shown as much, unfortunately. Doesn't mean they're not good, you know. And maybe you know how it is. Sometimes I might have clicked the wrong profile for them. Who knows? Nope, it's the same kind of deal there. Yep. And then they've only got 418. So I wonder why the team that they just played today has over 100,000 X followers, you know, and having very little talent. It's pretty wild. Maybe they had talent in the past and just don't this year or something. In Big 12 play, you have to shoot them. Oh, yeah, you already clicked that. The competition may not have been very good, but they didn't give up. And we had to play or they would have been embarrassed. So it's like you said, Paul, at this point last year, we weren't even playing. Yeah, that's exactly right, man. We didn't even get to go to Italy last year because we made a hire a week before. Josh Eilert was, as a matter of fact, probably about a week ago today, if the timeline matches up as far as the month and day they went, it's within 2 weeks of when Josh Eilert got hired to coach this team. You know, that's literally just now a year. Wild stuff, man. Weird, wild, wonderful stuff. So, yeah, and look, KJ is going to be the talk of, in my opinion, he'll be the talk of the team by year's end. He and Sincere Harris are going to make such a potent combination off the bench. I don't think anybody realizes yet, though. I just really, truly believe that KJ Tenner is going to be an all-conference guard before it's over with. And I know I'm extremely overly positive sometimes, and you guys tell me that. Some people tell me that. But at the same time, I've proven to have a pretty good eye as far as talent goes in most sports, football and basketball. And a lot of times it takes people that weren't that good at it to do that, right? I was good enough to start in high school, and that was it. That's where my playing career ended. So, but I've always been really good at eyeballing talent, and that's part of the thing I like to do when I break down film and stuff is try to predict who's going to be pretty good or who's not, and I've had a pretty good record with that. So I have missed on some players, no doubt. I missed on Garrett Green. It's not that I didn't think he was going to be a good passer. I really believed he wouldn't be able to stay healthy. So for the most part, he's proven me wrong. But KJ Tenner is one of those guys. When you watch his film, it's like, man, you know, it just really sticks out the way he plays. see if I can find something. I'm on another KJ Tenner thing again. All right, so yeah, he's got a bunch of stuff on here. If you guys haven't seen him yet, I'll just we've got a few people watching tonight. We'll play a couple KJ Tenner clips really quick. This is West Virginia's stud freshman, and I had a guy named John Barlas on who covered him while he was in high school. He writes for the Daily Memphian. And he's got a big profile, big following. And he told me that he was not shocked. He's not shocked at all that KJ Tenner has played like he has so far. So let's pick one of these to look at. Let's just check out. Let's check out this one, I guess. Hopefully no music's playing. He's got a little bit longer hair in this one than usual. That's him with the ball, though. See, he's so smooth with it. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Watch this little hesitation with the left hand like that, and he uses his eyes a lot. I've noticed in film study, if you'll watch KJ Tenner's eyes, he's almost never looking where he's going. So I don't mean to go back to that again, but just kind of watch how he uses his eyes right here to trick the defender. It's pretty cool to me. See how he gave that guy right here? He gave him that slight hesitation that he was going to pass the ball off, and it was enough to get through. And there it is. My favorite shot that he does. This is the one. And look, what's funny is it's become a thing now. I have another content creator friend of mine that really loves this about him too. But even talking to John, he was well known for this right here. My opinion, this is his most dangerous shot. He has a running floater from about the free throw line. He can do it really far back. I'd imagine he could probably shoot it from three if he really wanted to. You've got to have great touch to have a good floater. You got to get a lot of arc on the ball, and he does an incredible job with it. So just off that 1 foot, it's after this play. There it is, off that 1 foot, and it's quick too. You get you into your shot quickly, but that running floater right there, that's just right about a step in front of the free throw line. There it is again. Oh, that was nasty. So right here, you've got two crossovers into a step back jumper. Pretty good. 1, 2, step back. Take that. So one of his better abilities is able to shoot off the dribble. High school kids, a lot of guards do, but generally players coming into college don't shoot it off the bounce as well as they do off the catch. I know I did. And I shot off the catch my whole life, and I wish I would have developed this part of my game. He's got very good to possibly he can get to the elite status in college if he keeps working at it. Ball handling skills. And I really love how quickly he goes through these movements and gets that shot off, man. I mean, it's really good. Oof. Also, watch how low the ball is on his crossovers. I mean, they're not even coming past his socks. He's got like an in-between of – he doesn't have ankle socks on, but it doesn't have knee-highs on. He's got like the in-between. The ball doesn't even – I doubt it breaks the top of the sock. It's really low. Look at that. That's really low depth. I mean, look at this defender anyway. I mean, he's got no shot. He's standing straight up. He's already off balance. But I mean, the three he shoots off this is nasty. And look at the lift he gets on his 3-point shot. There's so much to love about his game, man. Beautiful pass. There it is. He definitely favors that left hand in the dribble. If you notice, he uses it a lot. Even though he's a right-handed player, you can tell he's worked hard on it. Which just he can go right, I'm sure as well. But he really loves getting to that left hand.
Yes, sir. This is Watson.
There it is. All right, that's enough of that. So, obviously, I love Tenner's game. I'm sad that he didn't play today. But anytime I got a chance to slide in some KJ Tenner highlights, I'm going to do it because I want you guys to know I'm making the prediction now before he ever plays a game, before he ever plays one. I believe he will be the best player on this team at some point in his career. I don't know when. It may be in a year, maybe, I don't think it'll be this year, but he's got a shot to – I've been told he's pushed Javon Small at times. And just like Darren DeVries said in the interview 2 weeks ago, before anybody knew who he was outside of those of us that have been following this, like you guys, we've all been following him since he signed. Darren DeVries said he would put him out in a Big 12 game as a starter right now and wouldn't flinch about it. That tells you as much as you need to know about the kid. So Todd Strickland, I went down the rabbit hole based off of your comment, but I will continue to bang the drum for KJ Tenner. I really do believe people overlook him because of his size. He won Mr. Tennessee in basketball for a reason, and he won every major publication in the area in Memphis. He won their Mr. Basketball as well. And I really do believe before it's all said and done, he's going to have something. As long as he stays, he'll be an all-timer for us. I just have a feeling about it. All right. Yeah, my sinuses are definitely messed up, man. No matter the competition, it's great to see we can dominate without Tucker scoring 30. Yeah, I would imagine Tucker's probably half speed today, just my viewpoint on it. I did send a text out to Tucker, and, I don't know if here I do. I have a message. Oh, okay. KJ Tenner responded to me. Okay, so I don't know if he wants me to report this, y'all. So let me ask, okay? Because I'm not going to, he just told me something. I don't know. I don't think Coach would want me to put this out. Don't freak out. It's nothing major, but he's just not. He's not able to play. I shouldn't have even said anything to that point, but let me make sure really quick that it's okay to report, and then I will. Okay. But nobody nobody freak out. He's all good. John O's got jokes here. Please share footage you played in high school. Brother, look, there won't be much to share. I'm better than Skip Bayless was, but not by a ton. I was good enough to play and start varsity. That's about it, man. Like I wasn't a go-to scorer or anything like that. I was a 6'1" guy that they played the post in Ohio basketball, which I grew up in West Virginia, but my family moved us to Ohio in the late 90s. So Southern Ohio. So I had to play ball over here, which I always resented. Sorry, I'm just having a text exchange with Tanner here. You know what I mean? So just forgive me, guys. All right. Hey, Tosh, I appreciate that advice. He's saying he did, though. I don't know, Bo. I hate it that you're going through this. I don't know if unfollowing me and following me back would help with that, brother. You know, I I think it's just a thing for YouTube for whatever reason. I don't know why. Didn't Houston do quite well playing small ball? Will be fine. Predict 17 wins this year and right on the bubble of making it in the tourney, in my opinion. Houston did play small ball. Obviously, we don't have the level of guards that they had last year. I mean, look, we've got really good guards, but Jamal Shed was the best two-way player in America last year. So it'll be a wait and see. I mean, if the other two guys, if Sincere and Tenor come along like I think they can, or it happens a little faster, I think next year is really going to be a year for us. But if things come along with those two this year, I'm with you. I really do believe, our guards could play well. So I just have big faith in them. But I don't know, Houston level. Obviously, I know that's not what you meant. As far as height-wise, yes, Houston didn't start a player over 6'8". They had depth on their bench that was bigger. But as far as I think their starting lineup, it was 6'8" and below. So you could win with it. You just got to have, guys that are willing to really get in there. They delete 50% of your comments. Wow. Jacob, I am waiting on him. He's texted me. I can see the little dots as he replies. I'll let you guys know more. If he says that I can't say anything, then I'll just go with the scale, But I just, like I told him, I would never violate his trust in a situation like this and report something that it's really not a big deal anyways. But I just know how secretive they are around there, and I'm not going to blow. Okay, so I'll go with the scale. It's a 1. Like it's seriously not a big deal, guys. But I did, but that's what it is. KJ, he just needs some rest. So on a scale of 1 to 10, it's a 1. But Let's see if I can do this really quick. Okay. I almost showed you guys like an idiot. Okay. It's nothing major. See? Nothing major. Just wanted you guys to see that. Don't want anybody freaking out. All right, Timothy Green, what's up, brother? I'm glad to see you here. Chad Scott looks like the cat that ate the canary. Can't wait. What? Where does that come from? I think this basketball team will win 20 games this year, maybe more. Yeah, very possible. Guys, if you want to support the show, as always, there's really a couple ways you can do that. The best way is to either Cash App or Super Chat me. You know, I don't like to ask a lot, but this is my full-time job, so any kind of support on the show helps greatly as far as that goes. Cash App is ROCKEL 85. That's my cash tag. And then if you can't do that, click the share button on this YouTube video, copy the link into your browser, and then just share it on X or on Facebook. I know everybody thinks that somebody else is going to do it. I'm telling you, literally 1 to 2 people. There's, sometimes hundreds of people in these videos. 1 to 2 people will do it. So if you could take like 10 seconds of your time or 15 and do that for me, it would help a lot. Obviously I have no control over the situation, and it's not a big deal if you don't, but I'm trying to grow the channel, and that's the best way, because I can't really get out in front of any more extra people. Thanks, Mo. Appreciate that very much, brother, for the $10 super chat. Can't thank you enough for it, brother. Really do appreciate it. By the way, I have a halfway agreement. So as far as I know, the way things are going to work is I'm going to be transitioning my main show, Mountaineer Paul Talks Football, into something else. It's no longer going to be that unless something changes. This is 2 days ago, so things have gone smoothly. I have sought out a lot of advice about that, and I really do think that the time is now for me to make the jump, and I think that's going to be a good thing for all of us. I want you guys all to come with me. It's going to validate me and legitimize me in ways. And so we're going to get a lot of new fans when this happens, which is cool, or listeners, whatever you want to call them. And then I'm going to keep this show. But I may have to rebrand this show as well from something else. Maybe not Hoops from the Hills, but something West Virginia related or Big 12 related. Haven't really just figured out. I don't know which one I'm going to do yet. But I really feel good about it. I hope you guys do as well. So I'll keep you updated on everything that happens. And when all the rebranding happens, okay, Timothy, no big deal. When all the rebranding happens, I will let you know. That way because the color scheme is going to change, all that. But I'll let you know the name of what to look for. That way, whenever you get lives or whatever from me, or just video updates, like when I upload a video, you'll know, because it's going to be big, like at least for me it is. Timothy said, Paul, I just wanted to tell you that I've been getting all of your posts for YouTube now. I don't know what was going on, but it has fixed itself. Well, that's great. I'm not going to say that one, Bo. All right, guys. Well, that's really all I've got on this one. The West Virginia men's basketball team played one heck of a game today. Really proud of those guys. Can't wait to see what they do going forward. Keep coming back, guys. We'll have another live tomorrow at some point. We'll do something on something. You never know. There's a couple topics out there, so probably be on the football side. Obviously, we're going to cover this basketball team the entire time they're in Italy. So keep coming back here for all your updates on the Italy team or the Italy basketball. The next one, they've got a Power 5 or a Division I player on their team committed to Bradley. So it's going to be a little bit tougher test for the Mountaineers, guys. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Hoops from the Hills. Until then, this episode is over, and I'm out.